Prime Minister Modi is a political decathlete. Just like a decathlon competitor has to win across 10 events in 2 grueling days, Modi likes to pack a dozen public meetings, yoga sessions, cabinet meetings, midnight Mann Ki Baat recordings and state banquets in 48 hours, day after day after day. Prime Minister Modi says, and of course we believe him, that he works round the clock, 7 days a week, without ever having taken a vacation in his life. I've got no time to waste. Let others think about big complex issues. I take delight in solving the tiny problems faced by ordinary citizens. Of late, Prime Minister Modi has switched to the third person when referring to himself. Modi does not care about their useless philosophies. Modi is hands-on. Modi is a doer. Modi is tireless. He says quite often now with fairly undisguised glee.
मेरे पास पूंजी है, मेरे 125 करोड़ देशवासियों का प्यार, और इसलिए मुझे ज्यादा से ज्यादा मेहनत करनी चाहिए.
But is a workaholic leader such an unmitigated blessing? Erich von Manstein was among Hitler's best military strategists. He was ruthless and committed indescribable atrocities on Jews. But he also crafted a celebrated theory of selecting leaders, which is best represented by a grid. According to Manstein, there are only 4 types of officers. First, there are the lazy and stupid ones. Well, leave them alone. They do no harm. Second, there are the hard-working, intelligent ones. They make excellent staff officers, ensuring every detail is properly considered. Third, there are the hard-working, stupid ones. These people are a menace and must be fired at once. They create irrelevant work for everybody. Finally, there are the intelligent, lazy ones. They are suited for the highest office. Why is lazy such a critical trait of an effective leader? A leader has to constantly do the most tiring thing in the world, make judgments, decisions, which can improve or ruin the lives of millions of people. Now, if you're always hyper busy, on the move, giving unending rhetorical speeches, quite a bit like Prime Minister Modi, you physically exhaust and suppress your intelligence.
आज करीब 3 लाख गांव ओपन डेफिकेशन फ्री हो गए. मुझे टीवी के पर्दे पर गरीबी का एहसास करना नहीं है. मैं उस जिंदगी को जी करके आया. जो फौज गरीबों से निकली होगी और गरीबी के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ेगी और तब जाकर के गरीबी मिटेगी. गरीबी हटाओ के नारे से नहीं होता है.
So instead of searching for the simplest solution, you succumb to the obvious cliched ones. Instead of delegating to colleagues to come up with options, you are only instructing them to deliver. Instead of allowing colleagues to make honest mistakes while searching for creative solutions, you petrify them with the consequences of failure. And instead of surrounding yourself with people who can dare to disagree and thereby enrich your own perspective, you create a cabal of couriers. But Prime Minister Modi is neither lazy himself, nor can he tolerate a lazy person around him. So in the Manstein model, Modi himself is not a leader, but the chief staff officer. Around him, only a sprinkling of young cabinet colleagues and key bureaucrats are intelligent / hardworking, and they therefore make effective subordinates for him. Many of his colleagues would fall in the category of stupid / hardworking who should be fired immediately, but he can't do that. Most who fall in the stupid / lazy category are impossible to ignore or leave well alone in our system. So in Manstein's paradigm, Modi's team is awfully weak on the quote-unquote creative leadership quotient. It's full of command staff officers who can keep the old wheels oiled and running, but without covering much new ground. Alas, if only Prime Minister Modi was just slightly lazy, he may have dealt India a new deal like President Roosevelt did for America, or Lee Kuan Yew for Singapore, or Deng Xiaoping for China.